Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2, DUZA versus LC. Who's going to take this biscuit of a game? Game 1 going over 70 minutes.
Who's going to get the big pickle? We'll find out.
We'll find out indeed. Let's just go right into this draft, see what these teams are cooking up because, oh man.
DUZA versus London Conspiracy Dota friggin' 2. All right, opening up the draft, DUZA leading with the Earthshaker. They get a hold of the prize Troll Warlord. And for London Conspiracy, their first grab, they get their Shadow Fiend.
Yes, sir.
Vengeful Spirit could potentially be coming in here for LC.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a potential Vengeful Spirit pick here called the presses.
Trying to build up the hype between the first 4 picks and bans because they are pretty predictable here.
Yeah. No,
Witch Doctor. Oh, it's a Chen. All right, recently we've seen a lot of these teams kind of passing over Chen, passing over big jungling kind of heroes.
Maybe LC's thinking after that last game, let's just end this one quick. We got things to do. We can't sit around for 3 70-minute games back to back to back. Let's do a little bit of pushing. So you've got the Shadow Fiend. That worked pretty well for them in the last game. I have not seen LC play too much Chen, but obviously it's in their arsenal here.
5
so,
seconds remaining.
Good opener. DUZA have a pretty good opener to deal with push, though. Troll, Earthshaker, 2 pretty good heroes at breaking up the fights and making things a little more difficult.
He's just so badass and hits so quick. I hate that hero, Troll. Man, he's just like in every pub game I play. And it just feels like there's no one out there who can man fight him.
He's trolling your pubs?
Like, yeah, man, he's trolling my pubs, man. You got to find ways to be elusive around him, ways to lock him down, but he's a big BKB kind of heavy hero. We could even see DUZA look to build around them as more of a supportive grab. I love when teams consider something like an Omni Knight, even side by side with your Troll.
Romney Knight?
The Romney Knight, if you will. But the thing is London get the powerhouse 1-2 punch that teams like Secret just drool over getting in the opening of a draft. Shadow Fiend and Chen, man, that just secures so much mid lane dominance and pressure that I'm just curious to see what DUZA want to do in response to the mid lane pressure that could be coming.
I can't help but feel like DUZA overvalue this Brewmaster a little bit. They first picked it last game, and here they'll third ban it. I just don't think LC really cares about the Brew nearly as much as they do. And might not have been the most necessary of bans, but hero they obviously respect quite a bit. LC ban out the Witch Doctor and the Lina, so taking a few of the bursty supports here out of the pool.
Still leaves a couple of options for supports that if DUZA can round out with. Ancient Apparition would be good for the heal against the Chen, so you can remove a bit of that sustain power that he likes to add. And you get a good level 1 game as well. So if you wanted to move into the enemy jungle territory of LC, you can feel comfortable taking a Team 1 fight with AA on your side.
Yeah, that could be a good pick.
Who do you do, though, for the mid lane to be going against this Shadow Fiend now at this point? Do they get dirty and pick up something like a Viper?
Yeah.
Viper in the late game could benefit from the Troll ultimate and be a right-clicking kind of a hero. Do you go with a Drow lineup at this point? But you're already committed to the Troll?
When you have a Troll, there's a lot of things that open up. You could look for like a Drow Visage here.
Void?
That could be scary. Yeah, Void also works very nicely.
Because you can't do a lot from the outside as Chen except just heal. Void gets in there, gets the benefit of Troll's ultimate, and can really hit him with the bat.
Yeah, they ban out the Jug here. A pretty safe ban from DUZA. Now they take the Bristle back. All right, they get the big boy for the front lines. Spamming out the Quills.
Wouldn't mind a Dazzle for support now for DUZA. You get that minus armor, and you get the sustain power that both Troll and Bristle would love. Could be something we see here. They definitely need to work on the ranged aspect of their lineup, so Dazzle kind of fits in all those little notches right there. We'll see if it's something they go for, but the next pick is going to be for the London Conspiracy Squad. They need to consider maybe their own potential offlaner, and the options are becoming much more limited here. Tidehunter was the old go-to, but more teams have kind of fallen off the Tidehunter bandwagon quite a bit, but it's going to be the Queen of Pain here. They already have the Shadow Fiend, so potential safe lane farming Queen of Pain.
Yeah, Madara played it safe lane last go around, but DUZA did do the aggro tri lane, and that really slowed down Madara's early farm. He did farm pretty nicely in terms of recovery, but it was a slow early game.
We could also see another Enigma pick up here from DUZA. They already know Chen's going to be committed to the jungle, so they could go jungle versus jungle kind of gameplay, knowing that there'll only be a dual lane for the safe lane farmer of London Conspiracy. Or they could go back, do another aggro tri-lane kind of a setup here, go very aggressive in the early game, We'll have to see what they want to do. It's dire side, so Enigma's got to be pretty tempting for them.
I would certainly think so, though. You mentioned that Dazzle, and that really does have a lot of synergy here. Axe is banned out, and Shallow Grave on Bristle, the Weave, all this good stuff can be very difficult to deal with.
Dazzle could have a problem with Queen of Pain, though.
Yeah, that's true. Orchid is a very effective item against the Dazzle for sure. LC, if they wanted to offlane the Quap, they could also pick up Luna. She's very good with Shen in terms of early pushing, but yeah, maybe not a Luna game.
Lion's good against Queen of Pain, though.
You
get your insta-lockdown, too.
Yep.
Gets that Blink Dagger, probably even before the Earthshaker. Earthshaker and Lion, though, man. That's a lot of disable.
They've got a lot of disable, and they've got a lot of really good lane dominator. This is a DUZA gaming lineup that I could see doing very well in the lanes, and then use that momentum to have a very scary mid-game if that troll gets farmed. Here, Rubik will be the 4th pick for LC. Pretty good Rubik game. We always go back to that Fissure Steel, one of the better spells that Rubik can grab.
Get Troll Ultimate even.
Yeah, get some stuff
Lion
from the Lion.
has a bunch of crap you can take.
Bristle's the only one who has stuff you don't really want to steal. I guess the Sticky Goo is not the worst steal. Yeah, that's pretty good. Quill is not so great.
No, Goo, if you had to get one of the two. But you're probably not going to be doing anything with the Bristleback. But hey, he also offers a lot outside of just his ultimate, you know. He's got good early game, could roam around, get great setups right here. So I'm curious how they're looking to kind of follow it up here. Last ban going to be happening here. The last ban for DUZA was getting rid of the Brood Mama. Anticipating that LC will still need their offlaner, which is true. Phoenix, something that was already picked up in the last series, or the last match rather. Another offlane grab.
LC
in addition,
really need lockdown. They are super.
So what about a Centaur then?
Centaur Tide would be my top 2. Maybe Clockwork if you wanted to have some long range initiation. It's got to be one of those 3.
They get the last pick for their offlane pick.
Yeah,
because even a Timbersaw could be kind of tempting here against a lineup where you got a Bristleback and a Troll.
Yeah, Lion is pretty good against Timber with the Hex, but he's
true.
really, really good against this Strength Core lineup.
What about a Doom then?
Doom could be possible.
Doom is really good against Bristleback.
Though with a Chen, it is a bit greedy. I think they need something stronger in lane.
And he's going to be taking the jungle already.
Yeah, I think that's where Tide feels a little more appealing, so he can kind of hold his own. Oh, DUZA pick up Magnus.
All right, wow. So you're going to have the Empower and the Troll.
Ooh.
That's a lot of that's putting a lot behind Troll for the late game. I mean, Bristleback could still be a big problem, of course. And you know what? Even Bristleback gets a lot from Empower. Good team fight setup. I mean, you're talking RP and then Echo Slam. Lion gets an Agnums. Oh my God, Brian would die. Brian K-Poptosis. His core Lion he loves to play.
This is pretty close to the core Lion.
You get an RP Echo and a 5-man finger.
Yeah, that's the dream right there.
Dude from UA.
That's his
all
dream
about
as
that.
well.
Yeah, he's like salivating at the idea.
Well, LC, I think it's got to be one of those 3. There it is. It's the Clockwork. So you had a couple of choices, and they want somebody to give them the long-range initiation they so desire, and some way to deal with these big tanky heroes.
Yeah, I like Clockwork. You jump in there, you get a hold of this troll, you kind of cage him up so he can't go on a barrage all over the place. Rocket, great for scouting. You need the scouter. You're on Radiant side to make sure they're not going to be moving into any sort of early Roche territory.
You've been playing too much Dragon Ball Z, man. You just use scouter as a noun. I like that.
It's a scouter.
He's got to be a scouter, dude. That's good. Use your scouter. Scout it out. What's his power level, Vegeta?
I don't know. Probably below 9,000 with these 2 teams.
Yeah, that's true. Mini shot fired, but
hey, you know what? Goku was below 9,000 at the start. He found his way. I'm sure DUZA and LC can find their way as well.
That's true. Goku just had to find his inner...
What do you think the power level would be of a team like EG in Secret?
Kaioken, whatever that thing is. Where
Kaioken?
Kaioken. What is it called? What is the thing?
I think it's Kaioken.
Is it Kaioken?
Times
whatever number you want.
10?
Does it go up to 10?
I don't know. I think it goes up to 20.
What did he do when he got like ×3 that first time he was?
He like almost died.
Yeah, and his body almost broke.
My body can't take it.
I remember watching.
What
that
if
for the
he
first
just
time,
died when he did it? He's like, Kaioken.
That would have been.
Well,
a good
thanks for
turn of
watching Dragon
events.
Ball, everyone. Gohan dies, Raditz wins, the game's over.
The Saiyans invaded Earth. That would have been the alternate universe. We need to write some fan fiction for that. What happened when they lost in the first saga? Okay.
All right. I get to be over your shoulder. I didn't make it into the lobby, unfortunately. Cool. That was my bad. So I get to watch from your shoulder.
My camera work. All right, well, we got London Conspiracy on the Radiant side. Do you want the honors here, sir?
Okay, so London Conspiracy, the team not from UK. is going to be playing Madara, once again replaying the Queen of Pain. We're going to have Mr. 224, also known as Skanks, going to be playing your Rubik. We're going to have what looks like Relax playing your Clockwork. Flying by the mid lane right now. We got Sparta, who's going to be playing your Jungle Chen, I anticipate. Bottom lane, we got Breakout now. Telekinesis throw back. Bounty Rune's going to be picked up there from Madara. On the other side, Shadow Fiend, who grabs it up, but can he walk away with his life? Tomahawk to the back of the head. Brings him down. He's going to be forced to use the regen, but he will walk away with his life. Early footsie play. But yeah, the last player here for LC going to be Mr. Key.
I've been calling him Kaiser.
Oh yeah, it's Kaiser Sose.
Kaiser Sose, yeah.
Kaiser for short. Usual Suspects. I'm telling you, great movie. You gotta watch it, Zyori. Right. What the hell's wrong with you?
Remind me after the cast.
It's a wonderful movie.
All right, I've got the
some of the best
memory
Kevin
of
Costner work ever.
Oxen, he's here on the off lane. Bristleback mid lane. It's Undershock, the Techies player from yesterday, now rocking to Magnus mid. And in the safe lane will be a tri-lane Manifest on the Lion, Axmo on the Big Bad Troll, and that puts Lifelong Tragedy on the Earth Shaker. DUZA Gaming the team down 0-1 in this best of 3. They need this one to bring it to an ace match and have a little bit of hope here moving into this early season of Star Ladder. So Shadow Fiend off to a pretty good start. Chen will find a Wild Wing Ripper and already make the life of the Magnus a lot more difficult.
So annoying. I mean, it's not as bad as the Harpy, but you're just like, what the hell? Get this thing away from me.
It does so much, a deceptively large amount of damage, and it's got a pretty big raise. I mean, look at him, he's just getting completely zoned out.
No CS for you, nothing. Frickin' bird.
It's this turkey humper right here. Look at him, he's just having a dance party.
Birds. Screw you,
the
bird.
Pink big bird. I don't know how Sesame Street feels about that. This is great for Shadow Fiend, though. 8-4. He's basically won the lane at this point. That's all it takes. Magnus 3-1, just completely zoned out. I really don't know how you deal with this if you're watching Magnus. You just take it on the chin and
yeah, you gotta deal with it.
Eat yourself. That's about it.
Stay alive. Don't feed any over unnecessary first bloods, early kills, and just hope you can withstand it for now. And
yeah, don't worry, it's coming off cooldown in 15 seconds.
It looks like backup could be on the way though from the top lane here. We got rotations possibly coming through as the 2-minute rune's going to be popped up. It's a DD at the top, maybe hoping the mid laner was going to be heading that way. They could cut him off the pass. Not going to be there quite yet, but if they could take the Shadow Fiend, boom, fissure, block back, but he's going to try to go to the south. Nope, gets one raise off, gets hexed on up, but the Wild Wing Ripper is going to get the first blood.
Oh my gosh, Magnus falls first. It's all about this tornado. Look at this thing. It's big, it's bad, and we're zoomed in on it.
Nope, we don't like that. Tornado cam, weather watch happening right here beyond the summit, bringing you the coverage. 1-1 though. Chen and the Wild Wing Ripper get your first blood bounty.
So Shadow Fiend dies, but Magnus is still losing this lane pretty hard. Oop, Quap gets a solo kill as we're looking at the tornado. Not a solo kill, rather. Joined by the Rubik. They'll pick off the offlane Bristle, but you look at him, he still has 8 souls. He's level 4. He's still ahead of the Magnus.
Yeah.
The Magnus died first, so he got some extra little bit for that kill, the experience, and oh man. How unfortunate for the dire side. Great news for Chen. All of a sudden, Spartan's like, well, my jungle's been officially won here. He's got Sentry, 600 gold.
Yeah, well, he was anticipating that they would have some sort of early jungle movement and stop him from getting anything easy, but that's not going to be the case. Bottom lane, though, Telekinesis back onto your Bristleback. They want to get him from the front here, but rotations are already coming. It's Earthshaker who's going to be able to show up. Cancels the TP last second when he realizes he's not going to be needed. Bristleback's going to be fine, and yeah. He's going to be forced to use regen, and you got a TP down now.
Yeah, that's like half of a kill there. 100 gold lost, and Oxen forced to use another healing sub. You can see why he died in that bottom lane. Level 2 dagger here from the Queen of Pain. The slow, pretty damn potent against a bootless Bristle. He'll go back to stacking Ancients, though, so securing some recovery farm for himself later on. Fortunately, it will have to come much later on, as he doesn't even have Quill Spray yet. Forced into level 1 Bristleback. That's how much he's been struggling in this offlane. Conversely, checking in up top, relax, he's doing just fine. 6 last hits, halfway through level 4. This Clockwork is feeling pretty good.
Yeah. It's not the dream, but not dying, getting close enough for some good XP, a couple of CS here and there. You're sitting pretty.
It's not the dream, but it's not a nightmare either.
No, certainly not. You're A-okay at this point. And you can kind of keep tabs. 4-minute rune is a regen top lane, but Earthshaker will be there again. They have been very good, DUZA has, about making sure they have these runes in check. He's going to throw out the casual fissure and get the regen for it, trying to quickly cancel it with the rocket, but not going to catch him. Earthshaker gets to walk away with full mana, full health.
Oh my god, there's still a tornado in this mid lane. It's a Twister Annie-M.
Freaking Wild Wing.
This hero. This hero. I'm now calling the Wild Wing a hero. That's how much influence
He's
had
like
in
the
this
sixth
game.
man right now for
He
LC.
really is. He really is. I mean, Kaiser, he's just dominating. He's 27 and 15. Again, that's that metric you always look for. If you have as many CS as the other one has denies, you're doing well. We'll miss another kill on Bristleback down bottom. You didn't miss much, folks. You really didn't.
Yeah.
This mid lane is far more interesting. I feel like Undershot could just die at almost any point if Kaiser hits him with a series of raises. He's now level 6. Magnus is at the beginning of level 5. Oh, look what's happening. Another tornado. I feel like they just need somebody to come in with, like, they need Lion to just come in with a mana drain and just take the mana away from this Wild Wing. I hope Chen sends it back to the well.
It's in such a good spot, too.
Oh, he's got another one.
Oh, man.
He's just rotating the Wild.
I'm reporting this Chen for abuse. Bird abuse right now.
Well, things are looking very good for LC out of the gate. They've already got a 3,000 gold lead, 2,000 experience. Very efficient with Chen in the jungle. Mid lane has been won. Bottom lane has certainly been won. And off lane, well, has actually gone pretty well. About as much as a KotlGuy could hope for. Sure, Troll is free farming, but you expect that. They're making up for it in the other lanes.
Looks like the 6-minute rune about to pop up here. Shadow Fiend already heading that way. It's going to be camped out from his Rubik. Bounty going to be easily bottled up there. Top is where the engagement breaks out, though. Oh, Clock. Cogs himself. Skewer forward, though, comes out from your Magnets to 3-on-1. Clock looking to get the way out. Battery Assault could slow them down here, but the Shockwave is what's going to finish him off.
Well, if Mag wasn't hasted, I guess KotlGuy could have done something there, but that does tip the scales a little bit. And
Magnus certainly needed that kill, so
yeah,
that is a big boost for him after a struggling early mid-game.
Well, and the struggle will continue. Just rotating through those Wild Wings. Send one back to the well. Get him some more. Look at this. He's actually regenning the mana on Wild Wing Rippers.
He's going to rotate between one and the other in the mid lane. Like, once that one runs out of mana, he's going to bring the other one in, and it's going to be perma Wild Wing in the mid lane.
Stacking in the jungle. Leaves this big camp here for the Shadow Fiend to find some farm. Dire's Courier gets picked off. Not holding any cargo, but where did she die? I've got it hotkeyed somewhere. All right, in the jungle right here.
Oh, man. Maybe just went into the hands of a KotlGuy, unfortunately.
Wrong place at the wrong time, but even better here for the Radiant. Now down bottom, Bristle. Telekinesis, Madara wants it. Finger to the backside. Oxen will mitigate some of the damage.
Oh!
There's support this time. Madara in some trouble. No blink for another 5 seconds. Will he live? Spartan comes on down. Not yet level 6. No Hand of God. Looks like no blood will be shed yet. Earthshaker tries to TP home. They've got the damage. Earthshaker gets taken out. And it's another kill for LC. So they do keep the Bristle alive with these rotations. But it does not come for free.
Yeah, Madara thought he was going to have an easy kill, an easy opportunity to finish off that Bristle. Jumps forward, but the rotation was already there and gets a rude awakening. And you already see the early lockdown factor between the Lion and the Earthshaker. Puts them in a bit of a bind, and they're able to clean up. That Fade Bolt at the end certainly helped bring down the Earthshaker enough that they could finish him off. It's Chen who gets that kill. Now is going to be almost level 5, but he's got 1,200 gold. A good early investment towards what I imagine being the mech.
Yep. Most likely. Unless Shadow Fiend wants to be the mech carrier here. Still haven't seen what he's committed to, but most likely mech on the jungler, Yules on him like we saw last game.
Uh-oh.
Up top, relax. Maybe living up to his name a little bit too much. Ring around the rosy. Trap Axmo and the cogs. Does the tower have the damage? I don't think so. Noble effort from the KotlGuy, but Troll gets the better of him. Yeah, Phase Boots. He is pretty damn fast when in melee form.
Where's my Rubik? Should have rotated. Immediate telekinesis. We could have got that kill, but it's okay.
He could have.
Troll moves in. Did he have a TP scroll?
The Rubik?
Yeah.
He does not.
No, unfortunately not. Doing the pull through though.
Skanks.
Getting that Creepolibrium back to the tower.
Looks like it's just a non-stop hurricane.
Yeah, this tornado has been mid lane for nearly 10 minutes.
Yeah, Undershock is recovering though. He's got his arcane boots. 9 minutes in, 700 gold towards the blink. Could be a lot worse. Down bottom, we'll see another rotation. Fade Bolt to set it up. Madara taking a lot of heat to get things started. No blink. She goes down first. Now can they find some recoveries? Double damage.
Oh my
Kaiser.
God.
Yep, he'll find that one on the Bristle. Now it's the lifelong tragedy on the run. He'll try to TP home. No telekinesis, and nice play there as he gets into the fog. Makes it back to safety. So 1-for-1, Bristle for Quap. Pretty even, but I think that does give an advantage to DUZA. Yeah, they get a little net worth gain out of it.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend shows up with DD, and you're just like, yep, I'm done here. Gotta get the hell out at that point. And luckily, Earthshaker's gonna be able to make the escape, but DUZA do get a bit of that. Hook shot, air ball. Okay. Not gonna be catching on your Lion in the mid lane. Lion's farm, what are we looking at here? I would imagine he's going to be more of the greedy one of the two supports, trying to get an early Blink Dagger, but he's only got about 500 gold. He's just trying to take up some solo XP time in this mid lane so he can get that precious level 6 and that sweet finger.
Yeah. Yep. Once that finger.
You got the burst. Queen of Pain, who's already been in check with lockdown, would be bursted down pretty snappy. Same with Rubik. Same with Chen.
Realizing it's level 5. Earlier I said finger to the back on the bristle. First of all, they're on the...
It was a hex.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. First of all, he's not level 6. Second of all, they're on the same team. So that's my bad. I saw red. Figured it was a finger.
I was there with you. I know what happened. It was Madara jumping in and then instantly welcome with the sheep or the hex. And
no scream. Yeah, it's red, you know. Like we'll blame color. We'll blame colors. That's it. The color
colors. I mean, they've been there since the beginning of time. But whatever.
Yeah, what do you need?
Overrated.
Well, TP now picked up on the Rubik. He's also found his level 6. How's the Chen doing? Also level 6. Mech almost complete. 2 core items. 200 gold
wild
towards
wings,
the recipe.
though.
2 wild wings.
He's been
and
raising these
troll.
Pokemon since the beginning, so they're at their strongest.
I bet he's giving them custom names too. My God, I just am not tunnel visioning on this bottom
This bristleback is just really good at dying off camera.
Yeah, he really is. Just as every time, like, all right, something's about to break out mid, and then the bristle dies, and they want to dive manifest. They've got a smoked up Chen.
Scouted. Got him with the scouter. Moves in. Cog's not going to be there low on mana, though. I got to get the hell out of there.
That's really unfortunate. Relax is kind of 0 for 2 of these hook shots. The first one was a total whiff, and down bottom, Earthshaker falls. Madara, man, I'm just going to give up on this mid lane here. Can they turn this around? Undershock, he's got the ulti.
Oh!
The stolen figure.
Oh!
He casts the RP. It does not go off. That was just the attack animation.
Good for him.
Yeah, so it could be a lot worse, but tier 1 tower mid dies. They also lose the tier 1 top, so Troll still making some space for his team, but they're going to go for 2. The double tornado.
They got double tornado. They got Yules on Shadow Fiend. This is Team Twister all the way here. LC bringing in the new meta right now.
This
Look
is
for
Team Bill Paxton.
Look for it in your pubs.
Team Dorothy. Any Twister fans out there? Huh? Obscure references from
Team
the 90s.
Helen Hunt. That's another Twister movie. I doubt anyone's watched.
That movie. I'm about to watch Twister after the cast today. That's good. That's a good movie. That's a classic. You know,
It's a
Twister and
I don't know.
Tremors.
I don't know if it's held up over time, dude. I feel like you will watch it again. You'll be like, this is the worst.
I probably
ever.
haven't watched it in half a
This
decade.
is the worst
so
ever.
I love me some Bill Paxton though. I have to admit, he's got that look on his face. Just, gosh darn it! Oh, we got to save the world from Twisters. Kaiser, he's got a Yules. So you were talking about more tornadoes, and he's ready for it.
Yep. Blink should be next in order for your Shadow Fiend. Then you have great initiation potential there. Great defensive tool with that Yules. And more tornadoes the merrier at this point.
I'm not missing this one. Oxen. Oh, the time he TP's out.
Oh!
No! Stolen Fissure. Instacast, baby. You're dead, Bristle.
And we saw it.
0, 5, and 1. Take that. Normally a tanky mother, but this game not getting any space. He's down by the supports. Sheesh.
Life is not easy for Bristle in this game. Bristle having a bit of a struggle on his bottom. Magnus, I mean, his arms full with the Wild Wings in the mid lane. And top lane, well, Troll did have a bit of free space to farm on up, but last time I checked, winning 2 out of 3 lanes is better for LC.
Yeah, last I checked, the math adds up there as well. Undershock, still not that close to Blink. 1,500 gold, not far away, but at 13 minutes, this is when Magnus wants to be blinking in, RPing fools, and making the kills happen.
Making highlights happen. That's the dream.
Madara.
The RP Echo, man.
Dude, Madara's going to have a really fast Orchid this game. Oh my, 13 minutes, both Oblivion stabs halfway to the recipe. Almost level 11. He's 5, 1, and 3. This Bristle has just fed this Quap so much.
Yeah, that's going to be scary for me. Oh god, more Wild Wings. Hell yes, that's 3 now.
3 Wild Wings. Are you guys ready? Manifest, telekinesis. He's put on the high ground.
Look at the birds. He's stuck on the high ground.
Give him the tornadoes. Just give him all 3.
Oh my god, yeah, all 3 on top. Oh, they can't.
Alright, he TP's out.
Oh, hook shot. Damn.
Oh, hook shot.
So
hook shot.
Oh, hook shot from top lane. Global hook shot. Pull it out. I just saw the rocket and I was like, maybe.
Wouldn't that be a cool Ags upgrade? Forget about the lower cooldown, but it makes it global, but the projectile is so slow, though. Can you imagine trying to hook shot from across the map?
Like it's an ice blast.
It's a, quote, fast projectile, but in terms of global, you'd never really be able to hook shot from that far, and it sets you up for, like, absurd plays, like hook shot into the well.
You get caught, you catch a creep in mid lane on the way, and you get yourself killed, probably.
That'd be a cool Ags upgrade, at least. I don't know if it would be broken or not. It might be useless. I think the safe bet is the reduced cooldown.
Everyone's like, his Ags upgrade's fine as it is. But yeah, that would be hilarious. It'd be like Trapezoidus. Okay, here we go. Tornado time.
Okay.
Roche never saw this one coming.
It gives you some
It's a tier 5. Wait, what's the coding for Twisters when you get to like a high level? It's a code 5.
It's not
or
the
whatever.
Richter scale. It's class 5. That's
Class 5 tornado breaking out here on the DUZA side.
3 tornadoes. They're spreading out. The Delta split. Hook shot across. Lifelong tragedy. Hex right on to relax, but Madara drops the Sonic Wave. Connects on 2 on the other side of the fight. They lose the Rubik as Axmo comes in with the Bristleback. Big damage, but double damage on the Shadow Fiend. Roche falls. Aegis picked up by Kaiser. And the fight will end as a 1-for-1, support for support, but it's LC that get the trade. They get Roche, they get the Aegis, and, well, they do it in style.
I think they took the wolf creep there at the end too, right? Did they take that away from Troll?
Did Chen just steal it? Is that what he did?
Troll has the helm of the Dominator, right?
Yeah. So Chen might have just
I think he's like, oh,
persuaded
cool
it
creep.
to join their team. Yeah.
He's like, that's a cool wolf, but I'm looking for a 4th Wild Wing. That's what we need to round things out. The Yules Gaming, Wild Wing Gaming.
I don't think I've ever seen a Chen use Wild Wings like this. Like, I've seen the harass mid lane.
Always praise like a Wild and a Troll. Obviously, you get the skeleton army.
Well, yeah, I mean, you get the toughness aura. It's great for pushing instead of a Basilius. Usually, you'll see like 1, maybe 2 tornadoes mid. I've never seen a dedicated Wild Wing for the lane, a dedicated Wild Wing for the jungle, sending them back to the well to regen mana, and then getting a 3rd one to just make
Look at
like,
the birds go! Wild Wings go!
Spirit Bomb set up onto Oxen. There it is. Tornadoes chasing him down. They'll save the Aegis. Mech is there. Bristleback dies to the Shadow Fiend. If they can get these babies into the trees, they'll find a Earthshaker here, but nope, they're just pushing up the lane. This is actually ridiculous.
That's so funny. I mean, it's like when you start the game, you're like, okay, that's it. I'm clearly getting the luck of just Wild Wings. I'm just gonna be the Wild Wing Lord.
I'm not sure what it is.
Lord of the Wild Wings.
About DUZA Gaming that attracts these ridiculous clowny strategies. But we saw it yesterday against Secret, now against LC. We're seeing them have to go up against Team Twister, and they're actually losing to it. You look at the graph, and it's 7,500 gold and experience in favor of the London Conspiracy. I almost said Legion Conspiracy.
You know, LC, dude. But it's not all on the Wild Wing. We're just being silly. This Shadow Fiend has put together so much farm since the start when he had that lane dominating setup because of the help from the Chen. Now with Blink and Yules ready to go, Aegis in hand, they feel the momentum's there. Clockwork's at his online period where he could be the initiator. I'm sure Queen of Pain's got Orchid now online at the ready and looks to be a snowball there and create the space so that Shadow Fiend could be the late gamer like we saw in the last game. So
Quap has the Orchid and now moving into either a BKB or your Aghanim Scepter for the big damage. Pause from Madara. All right, Axmo. What does he have? We haven't talked about the troll too much. Axmo's been pretty quiet this game. He is the #1 farmer, but it's come at a great cost. It's been like 4+1. His team feeds while he tries to farm. And this is where, yeah, it's great that you're farming troll, but there's a lot of eggs in your basket. And if they catch him, if they lock him down, then DUZA just kind of fall apart.
It's not going to be an easy lineup to get a hold of as a troll too, not without like a blink troll. I mean, that's why you see some trolls even pick up blink so that they can just get
F5.
It's an F5?
F5.
F5 is on a keyboard.
Let's see. You know what? We have a pause.
Oh, yeah, why don't you Google what is the scale?
Hurricane scale.
No, it's not hurricane. It's tornado.
Oh, tornadoes.
Look up tornado. I don't think it's the same as hurricane.
Hurricanes are category. Category 5 is a hurricane.
That's a cat. You know, that's a cat 5.
Did I say category?
No, you said something else.
We had 2 C words. You had maybe I said class.
The F scale.
5.
It is F scale.
It is F scale for tornadoes.
What's F mean?
Classic.
The Fujita
scale.
The Fujita?
The Fujita Pearson scale.
I only know Fujita because he used to be an old MMA fighter in Japan. That's it. I didn't know it was also what you use to measure tornado.
The key difference, though, is the F scale is based primarily on the damage that the tornado does. So it's not necessarily just the size of the tornado when it's happening. It's afterwards you look at how much shit it blew up, and then that's how you put it on the scale.
Tell me again, the movie Twister, it's Helen Hunt, and is it Kevin Costner?
No, it's Bill Paxton. Dude.
Oh, it's Bill Paxton. Oh, Jurassic Park. That's right. Yeah, Bill Paxton.
Wait, Jurassic Park? Kevin Costner's not in Jurassic Park.
No.
What? No,
Bill Paxton was.
Bill Paxton's
was
not
he
in Jurassic
was
Park.
He not?
Who's
the lead in Jurassic Park?
Jeff Goldblum and that guy that looks like the dad from Seventh Heaven. Let's see. It's Jurassic Park. I wrote Jurassic Park. God.
Jurassic Park.
Let's see. Velociraptors. Michael Crichton wrote it. Yeah, we all know this. Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, Bob.
I mean, I know Jeff Goldblum. Yeah.
Sam Neill. That's
Sam Neill. Okay.
That grumpy old dude.
Yeah.
That's not the dad from Seventh Heaven, is it?
No.
What's that guy's name? You know what I'm talking about? They look very similar.
I didn't watch Seventh Heaven, to be honest
Stephen
with you.
Collins. That's the Seventh Heaven guy. Come on, you never watched Seventh Heaven? That
Can
show
you
was
look up
badass.
Usual Suspects while we're here as well?
Oh,
That is
yeah.
a movie you need to watch. Tell me what the rating is on IMDb.
Doesn't
It's
he
got to
look
be
like
top
Sam
10.
Okay.
Usual Suspect is like top
Usual-
50.
The Usual. Oh, it's a Kevin Spacey flick.
Yes. I think I said Kevin Costner before, but it's
God,
definitely...
What is your deal? 8.7.
Kevin Spacey. It's Kevin Spacey. It's got to be top all time.
8.7 out of 10 here on Usual Suspects. Metacritic 77 out of 100. That's pretty good. That's good ratings. But I'll tell you what, it ain't no Gravity.
Gravity.
Wait, what did it get on IMDb? 7.9.
Yeah, below Usual Suspects.
Okay. It got 96 out of 100 on Metascore though. Metascore. Metacritic it's a
96? Okay, what did Usual Suspects get?
77. It depends if you care about Metascore.
What about, okay,
more
no,
than-
we got to go with the real one, the tomatoes.
All right, Rotten Tomatoes. Let's
Go to
see
the
here.
Rotten Tomatoes here. Folks, you're not missing anything. Game is paused, obviously. We got the matchup here, game number 2 between LC and DUZA. LC up 1 game, but they're going to probably be going here. So.
88% on
88.
Rotten Tomatoes.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
Okay, we got to go.
All right, we got
Enough about movies.
All right.
I'm like hopping in as if I have the game I can get back into as well. I'm
like
watching
that.
from your shoulder here.
I like how you tabbed in. That's good, though. The Vegeta scale. Oh, man.
The Vegeta scale. It's 9,000 tornadoes.
Ooh, Oxen gets scattered out.
Okay.
Don't miss another bristle death. You can't do it.
No.
He just picks up a casual cloak. He's like, I need something. But wait.
What? What magic damage?
Quap's got pure damage. I guess Scream.
Fade Bolt?
Not really
I
the
think you're reaching at
best
that
game
point.
for a casual cloak, I'd say. I don't know. I mean,
It's hard.
Anything the bristle can get. I feel like a bracer, is a step in the right direction. Just anything at this point. This is tough. He is such a liability. Top lane, though, they get the tier 1 tower. London Conspiracy tightening this noose. They've got an Aegis still. What's the duration on this baby? They got another 2 minutes, so they're going to stay aggressive at least for the next 2 minutes. Kaiser cuts the creep wave, and without a glyph now, this tier 2 should be destined to turn to rubble. You got Undershock down bottom. He's picked up a Blink Dagger. That's good. Looking at this tier 1 tower, but Magnus not really known for his split pushing abilities.
Well, you gotta get the job done somewhere, and someone's gotta do it.
I like it when he randomly auto attacks by kicking instead of using his weapon. Why would he ever do that? You've got a
He's got little bullshit legs.
yeah, you've
too.
got this big ass weapon, and he's just like, he's got
like,
these stubby little knees.
Kick you in the ankle. Because he's not kicking high. He's not kicking you in the belly. He's definitely not kicking you in the head.
It's such a weird little animation. All right, here we go. The F5's coming
Unleash
on in.
the tornadoes.
If only they did damage to structures, that would really help the lore
Oh
here.
my god, that'd be OP.
Breaking the immersion. All right, Fissure to stop the Wild Wings. I think it was worth it.
Yeah, it was.
They take a little damage on this tier 3, but there isn't a glyph. And with the Aegis expiring in about a minute, maybe LC hang around, maybe they back out, maybe they do the fake back and look to catch him on a wraparound. I think they may be happy just grabbing all these outer towers. But, it's a fake defense. Smoke from DUZA as they press out.
I want my RP Echo. I have been waiting long enough. Give it to me. I want the goods. It's not going to be easy, but with a Blink Dagger on Magnus, it's going to be easier. Because you still need to get one on Earthshaker if you want the best setup. But Troll leads out the charge. They're not going to get anything. What? What are you giggling about?
I just read one of the best Twitch flames I think I've ever seen.
What?
Yeah, are talking about movies as this is worse than Glenn Beck reading the Quran in blackface. Oh my god. That is terrible. That is just, I can't help but giggle at that. That is ridiculous. That is probably the worst thing I can imagine. Glenn Beck just standing there reading, offensive. Ugh, god. It's got everything you look for in a Twitch flame. Well, DUZA, what is the play here, KotlGuy? They are really in rough shape. They're behind by a pretty good margin. This Shadow Fiend is getting huge.
It's hard because they got this Bristleback who unfortunately hasn't been able to get to be a real Bristleback. He's trying to be the frontliner, the bouncer, and he's flimsy. He's like a pushover.
He's got an Ogre Club now, so I guess that helps, but it's not even about individual farm.
And it's not even a club.
Yeah, for it is snacks, you're right. Smoke in the mid, LC, they're staying so aggressive here. I feel like DUZA have to be the ones to initiate. If they can get a good RP, maybe they could take a team fight. But outside of that, if they get jumped on, how do they do this? They know somebody's nearby here. The smoke gets broken. Undershock. Oh! That was so close. That hookshot just shaving hairs off his beard, but they'll settle for the Earthshaker. They find him. That's
you know
freebie.
what? Screw you at least. They'll take out him. Troll's going to be able to make it away.
Oh, he's got the BKB, though.
Oh,
All
nice
right.
catch.
Cyclone number 1. There's your BKB.
Get him, birds.
I think they'll be happy just to force out the BKB, though.
Yeah.
You've got, it's a 10-second BKB charge. Now you've got like an 80-second window where you know that troll's not looking to fight.
How are we on Roche?
I think this secures their tier 2 tower mid. Still not past that initial time.
We got time. We got time. LC, they can go for tier 2s now.
Okay. So no glyph, tier 2 mid. This baby's definitely down. Earthshaker's dead. Trolls no BKB.
Earthshaker's just like, there's so many creeps. Oh, the dunk. The potential is there, but how the hell am I going to get in there?
Yeah, no forced stabs on their team. No way just to get him up there nice and quick.
You got to get like a skewer back from Magnus, but that's not happening.
Kaiser, he goes in. Rather bold. Uses his 10-second BKB in the front lines. Tornadoes all over the place. He takes a lot of damage. Forced back. Not the best use of his 10-second BKB either. Whirling axes from the troll. Looks like DUZA will hold this high ground push.
Damn birds!
Dance party's going home.
We're taking this party elsewhere. Don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
This is some serious commitment. The Bird
He's
Man
had
Jr.
these birds all game. I bet one of these is the one from the mid lane.
Oh, it's gotta be. I don't know which is the.
Raised since little chitlins.
You gotta brand them or something so you can tell which one's which is the hero.
If he loses one, he's gonna probably be heartbroken.
I wish these Wild Wings had a kill score so you could see how many creep kills are these.
I wish you could see how long he's had them summoned.
What is the hero damage done?
Oh! Airball.
Skewer, miss, but Spartan, he's in some trouble. Gets to the high ground, mechs, but still dies. Troll gets those fervor stacks and just goes down. Stolen Fissure gives the tragedy a taste of his own medicine. KotlGuy gets the kill with the urn charges. Axmo pressing forward. And in come the birds.
Oh god, look at Queen of Pain just running in there with a DD ready to go.
Yeah, she ain't scared. Double, oh no, hasted up. Did the DD just expire?
Yeah.
Must have.
Yeah.
BKB on the horizon. Uh-oh, 224 in some trouble. Hookshot onto 224. Cogs are there. That pushes back. Undershock. Skewers forward. Wants the RP, but takes an Orchid.
Whoa.
Big Sonic Wave does a lot of damage, but they still get the kill on KotlGuy. But Dara on the run, just trying to kite for his team. Where's this Shadow Fiend? Finally joining the party, but a little bit late. Chen might be dead, but his birds are not. And they're still making tornadoes. DUZA take another good fight here. The dance party's still commencing in the mid.
Humaya, humaya.
Oh, another Cyclone. Spirit Bomb.
Oh!
Kaiser. Oh! What a dunk. He'll BKB now, but will it actually save him? Axmo, he gets hit by the Requiem. And that's the end of it. Nice play from this Earthshaker.
That was like a Mutombo block right there. Just came back down, Echo Slam. No easy Requiem. Sorry about your timing there. Gives him a pie in the face.
So, Shadow Fiend, he's starting to get bigger. 2,500 gold. He's, you know, tangoing with the Troll. They're trading back and forth on the top of net worth. Feels like it's a battle of BKB wars. Both of them have not really had the best use of their BKBs in these initial usages. We'll see how that changes. Roche, though, responds. That's the big one. I think if LC can get this Aegis, DUZA will have a lot of trouble in this next fight.
Well, they have the upper hand on being able to control what's going to be happening near this pit. They got KotlGuy to constantly scout things out. DUZA, I'm sure they would love to be able to make a behind-the-back play here and get the Roche themselves. They certainly have the team fight. We're still waiting for the Wombo Combo Dream. But,
they can kill Roche very fast, actually.
Yeah, with
the
Troll,
sticky goo. I got the hiccups now.
The Troll and goo shouldn't be much of a problem. Ooh,
this is terrible.
God, look at this army. It's like Lord of the Rings here.
Oh, here we go. They find the weak one. There was a bristle there?
Not anymore.
He just dies so fast.
Yeah,
he's trying to get the BKB, but he's knocked down again. And now the bristle dead. 5v4. They look towards Roche. Another double damage rune. Wow. This is so lucky. That is unbelievably fortunate.
Nearby, though, DUZA is scouting it out. Are they going to make some sort of big play here with Magnus?
Fire Vision, Radiant Vision. They've got the Tornado.
Frickin' tornadoes could cancel blinks.
Axmo off to the side, focusing down Relax. He's got a BKB. Chen's all heal the mech. Relax stays alive a bit longer than he would have otherwise. Chen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Tornado on Tornado. Shadow Fiend doesn't commit deep for it. But they get Roche and he gets the Aegis. So still LC. Make out pretty well. Trade KotlGuy for Roche. Think they can live with that.
They walk away. They walk away. Michael Bay. And they will go ahead and farm on up at this point. They feel comfortable. They want their KotlGuy, though, to feel like they can, you know, make a push happen and go across the river towards the DUZA side. But DUZA need to be considering a strong defense. And you know what? They do have it.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Yules, Requiem,
No
Troll.
BKB on the Troll.
Blasted
Requiem.
down.
A lot of damage. Telekinesis. That's a dead Troll.
Certainly is. Oh, he gets a kill on the way out. Oh, he's still alive. Oh, he's going to make it away. Blink, though, forward. They get him down. Wow. He almost made it out.
How did he live so long there? I guess he just has a lot of armor. It almost felt like he had evasion.
I didn't see him throw out the tomahawk, so the miss chance wasn't quite there. Unless it's a really, really short cooldown, I guess.
Maybe it was just blind. But wow, that poor Rubik, dude. That's the power of the Troll once he closes the gap. All right, well, that free kill turns into a 1-for-1. Still enough space for LC to move into this bottom tier 2 tower. Dance party continues. Only 2 Wild Wings here. Where's the third one? They do give little vision, though. That's the nice thing about this. Now the rocket flares scattered.
I like how they're going down in parallel.
It's
It's like Never-Ending Story or something like that.
It's like Kansas.
Whee! Well, they get their tower. That clears out all outer towers for DUZA. Can be restricted towards their base. Going outside the front gates, things become a bit more sketchy and uncertain. And in a game like this, if LC are able to kind of capitalize on a lonesome little pick, they can start to take high ground here. DUZA need to make sure they have their buddy-buddy system ready to go. And that way they can make their big team fight impact, which we have yet to really see this game. The potential's there. DUZA, they just need to unleash it.
Yep. Quap working on the Ags, about 800 gold away for Hirsch.
We did lose a bird, by the way.
Shen doing the same. He did? Oh.
Something. One bird's missing.
Yeah, he picked up an Ice Ogre.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so what's the buff?
Some derpy little ogre. Cool.
But a good spread of creeps here. You get the damage aura, you get the toughness aura, and now you've got ice armor for your team. Makes a pretty big difference against the Troll. I would say against the Bristle as well, but who are we kidding? This Bristle's not doing any damage. Once.
Hard game for this Bristle. But he almost does have a BKB.
Yeah, well, Butterfly's up on Kaiser, so that'll make his life against Troll a lot easier. Troll not really close to an MKB.
Yeah.
They do have the Hex on the Lion. That's still a huge pickup for the Shadow Fiend. And even just the evasion alone, away, the damage increase alone is huge. Fissure to break things up. They go into lifelong tragedy, but Rubik just gets destroyed by Axwell. He'll use his BKB, doing huge damage off on the bottom side. Manifest fingers the clockwork. Skewer RP on 3. Tornadoes bouncing around, but the all-heal mech from Chen keeps him alive. They lose the clockwork and the Aegis. Bad fight for LC. They're on the run. Kaiser comes up, blinks into the tree line. Requiem. Chen goes down. Oxen's low. Madara will finish him off. Axmo. Whirling axes come out. Can they finish him off? Shadow Fiend gets him, but they get the Quap as well. Both sides get completely cleaned up, but it's a huge fight for DUZA.
Oh, man. What a bloodbath. 4-for-4 trade. Shadow Fiend, though, one of the last standing here for LC as he begins pressure here in the top lane. Shockwave to slow down that creep wave. Man, he brings in a nice lump sum of gold from that grab. He's now near 2K. Is your Magnus looking to finish out this BKB. What a good fight there for DUZA. The best one they could have asked for this game so far. Definitely prolong the clock as they take an engagement outside the base, drop down the Aegis, and really come out on top. They do lose their Troll, however. So I guess in the end, it's LC who do get kind of the last hurrah, but DUZA do manage to kind of hold them back. Prolong this game a little bit further, and now you see your Bristle able to finish out his BKB. But with a smoke in the hands here for LC, maybe they want to go towards the Roche side, or at least just kind of keep the pressure built up onto the DUZA side of the map.
Yeah. So LC, kind of a break even only because they had the Aegis, though. So if you take that out of the equation, DUZA had a very obvious advantage. Shadow Fiend was only able to clean it up when he came back to life at the end of it. Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker, I don't know. That's a big sign of life for DUZA Gaming. There is still a lot on this Troll, though. I think for LC, their golden ticket to locking down this game comes in locking down the Troll. If they can force him to buyback, kill him again. If he ever gets caught dead without a buyback available, that will bode very well for this Radiant side. But relax down bottom, he dies to a dunk.
Yeah, okay.
Finger was available there. So
that was a nice little facial.
Setup, but are they going to be able to make it out here? Manifest. It's in the trees. He makes it home.
Hey, clock down. DUZA continue to just kind of pick and poke across the map on LC. Oh, big jump in by Troll. Insta-Chen down. Buyback coming up from the clockwork here. They want to turn this around and make this happen.
Shadow Fiend, Spirit Bomb off to the side, but Force Staff keeps Magnus alive. It's not a Force Staff, it's Skewer. Still relocation. He'll still go down. Axmo and Clockwork squaring up. BKB's on. That'll stop that Blade Mail from doing a hell of a lot. Now Madara, BKB on as well. They may try to focus the Bristle. He's already used his magic immunity. It's on cooldown. These hiccups are really starting to irritate me, KotlGuy.
I thought you were lagging.
No, it is IRL lag here. Bad fight for LC again. That's a dieback for the Clockwork. Why did he buy back for that? I don't know why they took that fight.
They wanted to turn around and make a fight happen, but... Well, they got their fight, but they didn't win it.
But why? What's to be gained there? Roche isn't up. You're not really defending anything, fighting in your own jungle.
Maybe they figured Troll already blew his load and they wouldn't be able to have a follow-up, but that was not... And Dunk was down, so they thought that maybe with all that in play, LC was going to be able to make a big comeback, but DUZA kind of still hold their own, and inch by inch, they get themselves back into this game. Now you see on the net worth there, Troll and Shadow Fiend neck and neck for King of Net Worth. And on the graph side of things, LC, their lead goes from what was once an illustrious 10K plus lead, now down to 8K and dropping.
And Troll also gets an MKB off the back of those 2 successful fights. So now Shadow Fiend's Butterfly not looking as valuable as it once was. So things starting to shape up for DUZA. Still have a little ways to go. This third row will be very telling. Now that things are evening out, whoever has that big advantage should be able to do some damage to these high ground structures. We'll see how long of a Roche spawn it is. Only time will tell.
So they'll kind of continue to scout out the jungle as it is. Boom! See you later.
Okay.
You're dead now.
Well, that's the great thing about having Ags. You don't have to think twice about plays like that. 40-second cooldown, just drop it. Ah! Whoa. Sorry,
I muted myself. It wasn't too loud. You guys didn't hear it, but I tried to scare Zyori out of his hiccups.
I didn't make a verbal reaction, but my physical reaction was like, what the fuck is going on?
Hopefully we got your hiccups gone.
Nope, just hiccups already. Oh, God.
Smoke now. LC moving forward to try to get hold of DUZA. They are just desperate. It feels like LC are just like, okay, we lost a fight. We got to make a comeback. Then they lose that fight, and then they feel more desperate to try to make something so that they can still hold on to this victory. They are just one win away from walking out with a nice 2-0 series here in this group stage play.
The jig is up. Chen reveals that Axmo. Good night, Spartan.
Later. Axmo dominating on this Troll. Gets that Troll. Troll and Troll hate happening here.
Well, another disastrous engage. Weird angle of approach from LC. Chen goes on the low ground. Everyone else is up top. Whoa, hook shot out just in the nick of time. That Ice Ogre, the saving grace here for Relax. Axmo, I think, would have been able to just blow him up. The Empower on Troll as well. We haven't mentioned it too much. We talked about it in the draft, but this is that stage of the game where...
It's delicious.
He is... Yeah.
Oof.
That was close as well.
Nowhere safe. LC, man, they feel like the ones that are constantly on the run now. It's DUZA looking to bring in the pressure. And this is a bit unnerving for the LC squad. I mean, just going to late game, this Troll becomes a real big problem. And now it's DUZA moving into the pit to rumble it out with Roche. And they will have an Aegis here momentarily. Aegis and Cheese. Oh, this is a big swing right now for DUZA. They won a game number 3, man.
They certainly do. Gold graph still showing some favor for LC, but now an Aegis on the Troll. Who got the Cheese? It's the Bristleback, the one that needs it the most.
Can they get it, though? 22-19. Still relatively close as DUZA continue to climb their way back into this. They have yet to really go for the objectives, though. At least add pressure towards these tier 2s on the side of LC. LC always continue to split push and just kind of keep DUZA spread across the map as much as possible, so they can't really formulate any sort of push, even though they are coming out on top with some of these pickoffs and early skirmishes. They can't really follow through with objective gaming, which is what Dota really is all about.
Yeah, I feel like Ghost Scepters could also be a way for LC to try and turn this one around, especially unlike your Chen, your Clockwork. If you get isolated by the Troll and he starts trying to go a little bit ham on you, Ghost Scepter's a good way to stop him, especially on Clockwork. If you can isolate the Troll, put him in cogs, and then you can go Ghost Scepter, I mean, that feels like a good way to keep the Troll at least occupied for 2-3 seconds while your team does something.
That's why I like getting like support Pugna against this Troll, man.
You
get that free Ghost Scepter.
Yeah, decrep.
Do it with flair.
Decrep him. He can't do anything. Decrep your teammates. He can't do anything to you. It's good stuff. but ooh, we're gonna see a little base race action here.
They're going for tier 2 here on the top while LC pressure the bottom. Oh, jump on in onto Madara. Could be in trouble. Lockdown's there. Echo follow through, but BKB's going to be pop us the hand of God. Not going to be able to get the save right there, and it's going to be a double drop there for DUZA. And they're going to be forced to pull away after rotating back already. LC get themselves back in.
Wow, that was a big window, actually. Troll did not have a TP scroll. He lucked into finding a haste rune on his way back.
Yeah.
But they almost got caught without their big farmer.
He's got 4K gold in reserve here on your Troll. Wonder what you get at this point to replace the Aegis. Ooh, jumping RP! Kaiser Sose. A man of mystery, but he is going to be spotted out. Yule's going to be catching, and there are the right clicks. Big bounty also going to be picked up from your Troll. 638 bonus on top of that, and a mega kill streak. Going to be brought together here for your Troll. A respectable gold swing.
Yeah,
a good takedown.
Out of that.
But man, oh man. 5K plus now for your Troll. A hero I despise, but you see why this guy is picked time and time again for a lot of these teams.
This
a man
guy
fighter
has just picked up his team, put them on his back, and said, "Give me Empower, and I will carry you.
Give me your strength."
He has done just that, dude. I mean, you look at the net worth. He is the reason his team is in this game. No doubt about it. LC are still holding on to a minor edge, but at this point, it just feels like it doesn't matter. They need something to deal with this Troll. Hex on Quap will be a way to deal with him, and it's coming soon-ish.
Oh, they're just clearing out waves with Scream.
Yep.
Keeping that pressure built up. I mean, that's the thing. Like I said before, DUZA, they can come on top in some of these fights. They can't find their pickoffs, but they're not really adding a lot of pressure to tier 2s. They did manage to bring down that one in the top lane, but it feels like so much of an effort to commit and make these pushes happen that LC are always going to be on the other side finding their own way. So they make the best of it, at least for now. And now we'll see DUZA making another go. This time it's going to be bottom lane, tier 2. 2 more outer towers still standing here on the side of LC to work with, so potential gold still to be snagged up here on the map for DUZA to get this game back. LC now have to wait in the wings for their opportunity to make a big jump in, but they don't have a big overall team fight impact the same way the DUZA squad do. At this point, they are in match with Farm. They're going to have the scarier 5-man, and they're going to look to test it right here.
Runs right into the cogs. Quap blows the ulti. Doesn't really do much. Tickles the bristleback.
Kills the wave, I guess.
Yeah.
Which does prolong it a little bit.
Look at these empowered bastards.
The boxing gloves being put on here for DUZA before they jump in there and make fisticuffs. Oh, nice scout with a rocket jump on through. RP connects, but he's stuck and can't quite get the damage there, but they still continue to make the move in. Oh, Requiem gonna fly out. This could be disaster for DUZA.
Axmo dies. They lose their clockwork as he does zone out the rest of the team. Aegis down. He comes back to life. Telekinesis right away. He does have a BKB, but blown up. It doesn't even matter. The dunk from Lifelong Tragedy doesn't matter, nor does the Magnus's presence at the fight.
Dang.
Wow. LC with a great fight. Magnus really rolls the dice with his positioning off to the side. You see nothing but a blood puddle there. A series of them, as it was really the end of them. Troll got completely locked down that fight. He didn't even get to BKB. Oh, he did at the end. Okay, he got her off at the very last second, but the BKB did next to nothing. Now Shadow Fiend right towards the base.
Man.
He's got BOTs, baby. Forces the Magnus buyback already. Manifest comes in.
Trying to lock him down long enough so that someone can be there to help out. It's going to be the Magnus. Gets the skewer, pulls him back in, but do they have the damage to bring him down?
No RP. Now buyback from the Troll. The glyph's already been used. Tier 3 tower getting low. Madara has a blink, but she gets stunned up. The Troll just goes ham all over her body. And the buyback from Axmo proves worth it, but 2 buybacks used off the backside of that failed fight. It's rather costly. The team fight recap not helping us out too much on the bottom line, but hey, look at that graph, and it's on a little upward swing.
Man, it's just the clockwork, man. Being able to scout out that Magnus, hiding on the side, canceling out his blink dagger, just put them in such an awkward position for such a crucial push that DUZA really needed to make sure they could secure bringing this game back. But
then even after that, the clockwork hook shot it out. He kept 3 heroes busy back here with his cogs while the Troll and the Magnus were isolated up on the high ground. Imagine if that Earthshaker could have come in and dunked a lot sooner. That could have really been a lot worse. I think Clockwork is the MVP for that fight, no doubt. Scouting the Magnus and also using that trap body. But ooh, back up top. Split push is real.
There's Kaiser bringing in the right click. Glyph is down. And it does pull out a rotation.
Dyer's top barracks are under attack.
Hey, just the lion might be enough.
Oh, RP comes in. Is the damage here? Who's going down first? Earthshaker's already died. Axmo stunned for a pretty long duration. Stunned up again. Oh my. Well, they lose their Shaker. And they do burn an RP and a 9-second BKB charge on the Magnus.
No. Magnus is going to have to walk away. 80 seconds, no RP. LC, Queen of Pain's going to be back up here in just a moment. What's our Roche timer looking like at this point? It's getting pretty close.
All right.
Creeps camping. Scouting it out for now, at least for LC.
Having a party here.
Yeah, but they'll be backing at the ready. I wonder if they're going to look to get something done while the RP is down. They are heading the other side.
Quite possibly. RP down for another minute. Not the biggest window, but something they could try to capitalize on. Quap very close now to the Scythe. Shadow Fiend another 3k gold. What Spartan got? That's an Aghanim. So now that all heal from Chet on the super short cooldown. That is quite nice. And now he can persuade Ancients as well. Can't forget about that.
Get that big ass derpy golem. Get that bonus 15, that 15% health aura though.
Yeah, the aura is great, but oh, 270 movement speed. I feel like you need like the kobold and drums just to let him move around the map. You see that Roche timer pretty soon, but it's a smoke from LC.
Trying to scout out with the rocket to jump in. Ooh, Earthshaker. Oh, it's quick. Blink, blink. Orchid. They get a hold of him.
Yeah, they've got a Scotty on the Shadow Fiend.
It's out for nearly a minute. Does have buyback though.
Clockwork. Hear that sound. He goes on to the bristleback. He'll BKB. Oof. I'm feeling the lag too. I think they're getting some lag.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the stutter. Kaiser. Nice pause.
It was a pretty nice pause.
At least warn us.
I don't know if you can warn in the middle of a fight like, hey, I'm Requiem, can
yeah.
You just let him know.
I see why he's upset, but at the same time, you can't like in the middle of a team fight be like,
hold on, let me excuse me. Pardon, sir. I know you're about to dominate with this Requiem, but would you mind a moment? Our troll seems to be not with us.
This is really unfortunate for DUZA though. You've got your Earthshaker dead. Let's hyper analyze this fight. All right, he does have a buyback. Requiem being channeled here. It's already gone off actually.
He's got Blink. Is that Blink off cooldown and ready to blink?
For Kaiser, 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
He's ready to rock. Axmo, he's sheeped for another half second. You are a pig. He's pigged. So this is pretty bad.
They already forced staff to get him out.
RP's down for another 3 seconds too. And Magnus, he's using his... Okay, so let's look at this. Magnus is blinking in. He can either skewer into the fight or try to walk in and then skewer them out. I guess he could go for like a skewer RP.
Can you click on the Rubik for me?
Ruby too.
He's got RP.
Oh, shit.
So.
And it's coming up in about 4 seconds also.
Yeah.
Okay.
LC,
I think this is LC's fight.
And what's the cooldown for RP on Magnus?
3 seconds. It's only a 1 second difference.
Oh boy. Okay, well, both teams going to take this opportunity to really dissect this fight on what the best way they can get this done. LC are just on the verge of trying to close out this series, be 2-0 with a big fight here. They can certainly wrap things up. DUZA, unfortunate as their troll DC'd now, sheeped up, forced trying to get to safety here. If he's able to live and make it out, they could go for one good defense and try to still hold on to a comeback. But if they can't get that comeback, they lose this one, and they're going to be starting their Starladder Season 12 with 4 potential losses. Hey, your hiccups are gone, though.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm glad for that.
So
hopefully you didn't just jinx it.
Well,
I really hate pauses, dude. I'm starting, like, I feel like every time a pause happens, like, I have a glass, right? And, you know, as it fills up, you hit that threshold of just exploding. And every pause just gets a little more water in that glass. And after day after day after day, more and more pauses of just staring at disconnected Dota heroes. It's wearing on me, man. Why, internet? Why? Why do you do this to me?
So mad. 30 to 22, 322.
Yep.
Talk about movies more.
Do we want to talk about 90s flicks? All right. Well, Let's see. Have you seen The Theory of Everything yet? That Stephen Hawking movie? Did you see the other one, the Alan Turing?
No.
The Alan Turing one's really good.
Those movies sound smart.
Oh, they are smart. The Alan Turing one's pretty dense. Keira Knightley, dude.
It was a really screwed up movie. What was that movie? It's based on the book that came out recently with Ben Affleck.
50 Shades of Grey.
No, not 50 Shades of Grey. Ben Affleck. Oh my God, I'm gonna.
A new movie with Ben Affleck. I'm sorry, I'm not up to date on his latest.
I'm sure people.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Ben Affleck, IMDb, very very handsome.
Argo?
No, it is Gone Girl. Have you seen Gone Girl?
No, but I want to. I was gonna watch it on an airplane, but I fell asleep. I've heard it's really good.
It's really good. It's pretty good. It's pretty fucked up.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, for me, at the end, you're like, "What? Okay."
Oh, it's a David Fincher. It's the same guy that did House of Cards. All right, I'm down.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Neil Patrick Harris is in it for a little bit as well.
NPH, my man. I like Neil Patrick Harris.
He plays a straight man.
Oh,
so there's always.
I like gay Neil Patrick Harris better. All right, go back a page. Ben Affleck is in, what is this post-production movie? Batman versus Superman?
Dawn of Justice. It could be a cartoon. Let me see.
Are they really?
Oh, nope, that's a real movie.
Are they really starting to go ham with all these?
Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, 2016. The plot is unknown. Director Zack Snyder.
Mm-hmm. See, I've been watching that Comic Book Men show a lot.
Yeah.
And they talk about, like, you know, Marvel versus DC. I'm not a big comic book guy.
Okay.
You know, so I'm kind of like newbie-ish. I couldn't list off all of the things that are Marvel or DC. I know it's different. They're different universes. I don't know who's in what. I know the Avenger. I didn't know until recently the Avengers are all the people that I thought were individuals. I just didn't realize that they were a group. I was like, oh, Iron Man, you're cool. Oh,
like
hey,
Justice
look at these
League
other
as
guys.
well.
They're actually, who's in the Justice League?
Justice League's like Superman, Iron Man, Hawkeye, Aquaman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, okay. You might need to move your little scooter.
What is happening with this headset, man?
Dude, I was having issues with it the other day. The cable pulls it out. You gotta. Yeah, there you go. Now it's
sorry.
funky. It's a
all
weird
right,
one.
we're here. Yeah. Still paused, by the way, everyone. 30-22. This is like potentially the last fight. It's unfortunate because the hype is now going to be cut in half because of these delays.
It seems like Shadow Fiend's about to break his keyboard. I don't see any. Let's see. 10M max pause time.
No, well, I mean,
game.
I don't know. We don't know.
I know that that's the rule.
You have to ask the admin.
Is the rule? I'm not making a ruling here. I'm not going to tell him to unpause.
We're just casters here. All right,
hey, man.
We don't got to pull out no books. The only thing we have to pull out is BS to throw around during these pauses.
Hey, I read the rules. All right.
I mean, yeah, we know the rules, but we can't enforce them.
I'm not enforcing jack shit. I am just giving them the flow of information in case they are not up to date.
Yeah, see, everyone knew it was Gone Girl before I even said it. There's some Gone Girl fans out there.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about all the superhero bullshit. What did you think about Spider-Man? The old one with Tobey Maguire, then they redid it with
those were cool.
With that dipshit from the social media.
I don't know. I listen, for Spider-Man, I was always a big fan of Venom and Carnage, and all I wanted was a badass Venom and Carnage. I don't know if I got what I wanted. Carnage was just supposed to be a crazy.
How many new ones did they do without Tobey Maguire?
2 at least.
Just 2?
Do I need to IMDb this as well?
Okay, I haven't seen the second one.
I am DB. I am the DB. Spider-Man.
You know, I follow Neil Patrick Harris on Twitter, I think.
I like how you said, like, you like the gay Neil Patrick Harris better. Like, what has he done that he's actually had to been gay?
I don't know. He was one of those
Everything
actors,
he does, he plays a straight man.
That's true. He does play a straight
Even
guy.
in musicals, he plays straight man.
Well, it's more that, like, I think of Neil Patrick Harris as one of those guys that I always really liked, and then I missed the memo that he is like a very outspoken homosexual that's like married. They have a kid. All this stuff.
Yeah, I
had no clue.
He's a role model.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
It was like 2 years ago. It was really recent that I figured this out. And I remember, like, my mind was like,
so
"What?
Funny.
NPH? My man." Now I like him even more. He's brave. He's out there. He's
NPH?
bold.
You kidding me? The man with such a Broadway musical history could be gay.
Doogie Howser? Are you kidding me? Oh man, I love his
Zyori,
roles.
please.
I love his roles in what's the
How I Met Your Mother?
The drug movies. Harold and Kumar.
Harold and Kumar.
What he always plays, like the crazy, like drugged up dude. Like every scene is every movie is cameos. Like he comes cruising in and he's all
Thanks
jacked
to
up.
that and like How I Met Your Mother is, I would imagine his like resurgence back, and then he can certainly host the hell out of an award show.
Yeah. I think it's, yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Oh my god, his hosting work is probably some of his best
it's
stuff.
Really good. I don't know. What did you think about Seth MacFarlane? Did he do the Oscars last time or the time before?
Something like that.
Whatever you're supposed to.
I
Did
think
you watch
Seth
it?
MacFarlane is a creative genius, man.
Oh,
Have you seen the stuff he does?
I'm a big.
I bet you he's gonna make a
Seth
musical. He's gonna do the
MacFarlane
same thing like Trey.
Dude, he's a workaholic.
Trey and Matt do with South Park.
He has done like every medium imaginable. He's written books. He's written musicals.
You can just tell by
plays.
all the episodes of Family Guy, he's a huge musical fan.
Yeah,
Like he'll do stuff that like kids nowadays are like, what? Like you're doing Shapoopy from Music Man? I don't even know what any of that is.
Yeah, and he's also what a lot of people don't realize is that Family Guy actually has like a live soundtrack on every episode. Like there's a 30-minute score of music that the orchestra plays. You know, when they have that music in between scenes, that's not just like they throw it in there. It's actually like a 30-minute score for the episode that gets played. Like a band sits down and plays that live to overdo the episode. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that. It seems unnecessary, but he also does like half the voices, which is
Production
also ridiculous. Value. It's insane how fast he can jump back and forth from doing like he can do Quagmire and Stewie having a conversation in real time. Yeah. It's disgusting. I wish I could do voices like that.
Yeah, man.
I like Seth MacFarlane interviews.
He's
funny.
He's like a savant. He's so like good with that stuff. You know?
He was a guest on Bill Maher. Like I think it was in the last season, and Neil deGrasse Tyson was on. You know, the physicist.
Yeah.
And obviously Seth MacFarlane's like he's into science and science fiction and stuff. And he made some joke. I forget what it was, but Neil deGrasse Tyson just gave him this look like, "You really think that's funny, young man?" And Seth MacFarlane just does his backpedal. He's like, "I'm actually a really big fan of yours." It was the funniest exchange I've ever seen, where this guy that people are usually like drooling over because he's so popular is like backpedaling, like, "No, sorry, I didn't mean to make an offensive joke about physics. I thought you would think it's funny." Oh man.
He's like, you are the man. Don't want to upset you.
Look at Spartan. It's not fair to go. Where are the admins here? Star Ladder, where are your admins?
Wait, what are they saying now? Call him and tell us.
They're saying he can't reconnect. DUZA wanted to just play it out 4v5.
Did they try the whole console
and then
reconnect? With
LC said, no, that's not fair. We shouldn't play 4v5. I think we've passed the 10-minute mark. I think this baby just needs to be resumed. We're already behind schedule. I'm about to call the admins.
Oh my god.
Remember, do you see Clerks?
Yes. Oh, yeah. You kidding me? I've seen Clerks, like Clerks 1. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. Big time. Clerks, I think, is a very well done movie. I hated it the first time I saw it, but once I got it, I had to watch a lot of his other stuff to go back to really appreciate Clerks. But Chasing Amy, Dogma, those are fucking amazing.
If you had to pick only one movie that you were stuck watching for the rest of your life.
One movie for the rest of my life. Oh, God.
Okay, I'll let you have one serious movie and one comedy.
God, serious movie, probably American Beauty, maybe Good Will Hunting. One of those two. That's kind of a toss-up.
That's a good one.
American Beauty is so fucking good.
Okay, what about your comedy?
God, a comedy. Favorite. I used to love comedies, but now, I don't know. Are
Trolls back, by the way.
Oh, Trolls back?
Let's keep an eye on this. They're going to be going. They don't care about us and if we're ready, so we got to make sure we're keeping eyes here. Okay, so forget your stupid movie. Let's keep going here.
All right. Oh, wait. This fight was breaking out here.
Oh, God. Earthshaker bought back.
Okay.
Troll didn't go down. Troll still alive. Moves in. Gets the kill. Takes down the Clockwork. It's DUZA on the fire back. Oh! Fissure. Big scream. It flies out. Sonic Wave gets the connection. But jumping on in. Finger. And with the hand of God, they're going to look to hold their fort. But
Kaiser?
it's LC who's going to be taken down.
Oh, my. It's DUZA that win the fight. Spartan goes down. And they'll lose their line in the fray. But how many buybacks were used there? Oh, that unpause came out all of a sudden. Just one was utilized, only the Earthshaker. The Troll ends up living. The RP comes in handy. That fight, I can't help but feel like it would have been a little different if there wasn't a pause there, I have to admit. Very unfortunate for LC. They were the aggressors, and it gave the defense a lot of time to do the math and think about it.
That's just so awkward for everyone. And, you know, whatever. What can you do? Hey, at least they don't have to go 5 versus 4. Troll did make it back. And now it's DUZA pushing into the base, and with that push, they're going to be looking real good. Glyph going to be pulled out early.
Shadowfiend has a buyback. He is one of the few alive. The 3 dead heroes, none of them have buyback available. Hookshot in onto Undershock. There are the cogs just trying to break it up. They just want to make some space. They'll lose the tier 3 tower, but the barracks stay standing, and now DUZA retreat. There you go.
Well, they managed to hold things out and could reach another potential stall period here for both sides. As LC go back, itemize, build up. They don't lose really anything too much. They drop their tier 3, but it hasn't really gone to one side or the other. And I know it's been a while since the pause, but what's the Roche timer looking like?
It's a very long respawn, but it's only about a minute left here.
Will be caught out from LC the second it spawns. DUZA, they are lingering nearby.
It's a little scary to fight in the Roche pit, though. This Earthshaker is getting to that point where you don't really want to mess with this guy. He'll come in, bring down the Chen creeps, trying to bring him home. The Wild Wing goes down. The hero, the purple bird.
We've seen that bird for so long. It's such a shame to see it go.
Shadowblade Magnus, KotlGuy. Whoa! They catch, relax. All heal from Chen comes out. You get a little lag there, and Clockwork dies. That was the reveal of the Shadowblade. So he gets a kill with it. That's nice.
Yeah. 32-27. Just a quick pick to show off your new Shadowblade on DUZA. Pulling out the fun little tactics here to see if they can kind of get the surprise factor. A quick pick like that could lead to a quick Rax if close enough. Right now, though, they're not quite close enough. But it's created a bit of space here that when Roche pops up, they might be able to get a quick takedown here. No clock to worry about. Making a jump in play. And that will help secure the Aegis here for the DUZA squad.
This is down. DUZA are going to get it. They'll get Aegis and Cheese. Who's going to take what, though? Troll does have an inventory slot. Looks like he'll probably grab the Aegis, BOTs, and Satanic. So Axmo at this point where he is certainly at critical mass, maybe a bit past it with another 5,000 gold to spare. Cheese will go to the Bristleback, who's also picked up the Halberd. So a little
halberd
for him. Yeah, he's hungry. He wants the bread.
Get me a slice of some warm halberd.
Oh, Daedalus on the way for Shadow Fiend. This is getting very interesting. I feel like Shadow Fiend should be looking towards an MKB, though, instead of that Daedalus. I mean, he's got a BKB to deal with the blind, but now that Bristle's got the evasion as well...
Yeah.
I don't know. Troll could maybe look for a butterfly as his final item as well. So at that point, you're really going to be wanting an MKB.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Definitely needs to just hold his chunk of change for now. Hold out and see what the engagement could possibly be here. We could even see this Bristleback hold the cheese just to hand it off to Troll.
Axmo's DC'd, so...
Oh, God.
I don't know if dudes are even going to pause this time. They've definitely hit their limit. So it should not be paused at this point.
How unfortunate would this be, though?
Really
Who do you
is.
sacrifice to kind of take over for the Troll? Troll is just too big of a factor this game.
I guess
you need to give him
the Bristle,
all the
probably, I would say. You
gotta be like...
You need the disables from the line in Earthshaker. You need the Magnus RP. I feel like that's the only one you can afford to sacrifice a little bit.
He has a cheese. He has the...
Yeah, well, at least you can pass the cheese to someone.
He has the halberd. It's just like... Oh,
he's got the halberd. What are we gonna do?
You need to maybe use a disarm. You never know.
Of all the things, it's like, all right, the RP, the figure, just like, but Bristle's got the halberd. Oh no!
Watch them lose because of a couple of right clicks to Shadow Fiend.
I hope that happens just so you can shove it in my face and be like, yeah, who's laughing about the halberd now?
The halberd was chirping in that fight. Not happening.
Well, Kaiser does complete his Daedalus, and he's getting close to this 6-slot territory himself. BOT's up with another 4K gold. Oh, this poor Troll. She's screaming.
Pushing back. They have great wave clear. But yeah, still no Troll. Troll's back. The second I say it.
Okay.
He comes right back, and this is their chance. They gotta go. Shadowblade, Shadow Fiend.
He's thinking about it. He pumps fake.
This guy. What is this Shadow Fiend doing?
He pumps it again. There's your RP on one. Skewer back into the lion. Hex. Okay.
What the hell is that sticky crap? Okay.
And Axmo's there. They get the kill. Nice setup. It seemed a little shaky at first, but Undershock makes the RP count. And Axmo complaining about his 30,000 ping as he finds a kill.
I'm just kind of showing off.
I'm sure LC is playing the world's smallest violin here. Yeah. From the grave.
I call this Symphony of Ping 3000 for you there. Good for you.
Poor Troll.
Life's hard, I suppose.
It is. DUZA are going to group up as 5, though. Move towards the bottom lane. Shadow Fiend down for 70, but does have a buyback. Plenty of gold to spare. Aegis with another 2 minutes on it. Looks like Undershock, or pardon me, DUZA are going for it. Undershock. Alright, another 50 seconds till he has an RP. This could be tricky. Split push from LC, though. Quap is up top. Quap top.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So here we have Breach in the high ground on the bottom. And yeah, that Quap top. Want to do a little bit of split push here.
Buyback from the Shadow Fiend. Glyph comes out right away. Axmo repelled. About a minute left on the Aegis. A little extra, maybe a minute 20. So if they want to force this fight, they'll have to do it soon. Just need to be cautious of that timer. They TP back, though, to deal with the Quap. She almost brings down the barracks. Forces out the Glyph, and the single split push play makes it happen. Now Bristle, surprise, surprise, left behind. BKB on. It will not save him.
No mana for the Halberd.
Oh, well, Halberd not going to save you there. And
Doesn't want to use the cheese.
Axmo. This could be a good time for him to fight for this Aegis.
No troll. He's DC'd.
Oh, somebody control him quick. All right, Scream comes in. That's the end of the Aegis. They've already used the RP comes up, and the dunk has already come. Undershock doing what damage he can. Axmo's up. Can they get these kills? Earthshaker dies. Chen falls off his mount. Kaiser channels the Requiem. Now they're just trying to retreat. Clockwork falls. Who wins the man fight? Shadow Fiend doesn't want to find out. He sees that Empower buff, and they back it on up. The DC Troll winning this game right now. But the top lane of Barracks go down. Both of them
Small
fall.
thing here. Little side note. They lost top racks during that big old engagement in DC Troll Adventure.
Jesus.
Racks are gone. Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
This is... I feel like we're venturing into Clown Town again. What is this 4v5 Dota? I feel like my MMR in casting 4v5 Dota is really rising up here. Like, the strategy of... Just think about... I wish someone would pull out the highlights of all the times over the past 2 days you and I have, like, theory-crafted ways to handle microwing when you're down one player.
It's like my casting career has almost been built around having to deal with pauses and disconnects. Just from WAC on forward.
DAC... Star Ladder... The list goes on.
But what can you do?
Well, they're still farming up on Axmo. He's got 10,000 gold. Nobody can spend it. I don't even know why they're bothering to farm at this point. You can't buy items if he's DC'd. He has to come in and do it himself. Best they can do is maybe drop the gem, give it to someone else.
So he comes in, has a small window of time. What's the best thing you can do to buy real quick? You gotta drop the gem and invest in something. Even if you have to put it back in your stash.
I think if you're the Dire, you put the courier near the secret shop and say, buy that butterfly right now. And... then hope that he can actually click it fast enough before he DCs.
What is
Shadow Fiend have again? Can I see
Sure,
that
Shadow
here?
Fiend. He's swagging up. He's picked up the data list as his most recent item. Scotty Butterfly. He can't get Blink from Courier. See? Exactly right. This is the issue. When he's DC'd, you can't move the items around.
Yep.
You can't do that.
I wonder if Shadow Fiend would consider dropping Blink Dagger to pick up like an MKB or something else at some point.
Quite possibly. I mean, if you're going to dump something, it's got to be the Blink, right?
It's gotta be the Blink.
Maybe the BK. Oh, he sells the Blink, actually. So, looks like that may be the play. What's on the Courier? Okay, just the TP scroll. That's not so exciting, but this is the Demon Edge here.
This game is just ridiculous.
This is actually...
He's back. He's back. Go.
Okay, he's reconnected. Quick,
Let's go,
get your Blink.
DUZA. Dude,
Get
Blink
it off the
move,
Courier.
buy shit. Let's go. How much
Anything
gold
you
he got?
can.
Oh my god.
Wait, relaxes on the high ground. Is this going to be a base race? They're pushing the top where Barracks are already down. LC, you may need to get back soon. Your tier 3 is down in the mid. You don't have a Glyph. MKB up on the Shadow Fiend. They could lose mid Barracks here. They need to go, go, go. You got to go right now. There it is. Sonic Wave to get things started. Hex onto Axmo. He gets forced back. Melee Barracks getting down low, but the Bristleback caught in the cogs. Oxen gets taken out. The Barracks stay standing. And DUZA go, well, good try. Head back to the base. Let's stalemate this for another 10 minutes. Hopefully Troll can fix his internet.
He's good for now, at least. He's in the game.
Well, he's in the game.
Shadow Blade forward. They don't got detection here.
Uh-oh.
He's not. He can't get it. He can't get it. Oh, they're
Axes,
gonna
he
get away.
can't
They're gonna
find
get away.
the
They're
RP.
not gonna get it.
Radiant,
Oh.
they killed a tier 4 tower. Creeps winning this game right now. DUZA,
Oh.
you gotta do something. Okay, they'll TP home. And LC, they barely hang on. Melee Barracks will regen up. Now they group up as 5, head towards the mid. Oh, they've got the Granite Golem. The big HP's coming out.
Look at that thing. I'm coming, guys.
I'm so sad.
Yeah.
He looks like a combination of that guy from Star Wars that has the weird looking face and
That one guy from Star Wars. There's
I don't
only
know
one
what
of
his
them.
name is, dude. They all have ridiculous ass names. He's flying on the Millennium Falcon with Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, I know. Who you're talking
That guy
about.
mixed with the Rockbiter from the Neverending Story. If those two had a love child and gave it boobs, you'd have a granite gold. Well, Roche number 5, I think. Aegis Cheese. This might be Roche number 4. Maybe it's the second Cheese. Double damage again on the Shadow Fiend. They bring it down quick. He picks up the Aegis. Cheese will go to...
His blink is gone for this Aegis.
Rubik? No, Clockwork. Okay, he grabs the Cheesy Cheese. And trolls DC'd again.
All right.
He never got his blink off the courier. Oh. He didn't spend his gold.
Okay, he's... Okay, so here we go. Mounted defense without Troll.
Troll and Bristle, the only two with buybacks. Magnus will just find his, but Troll can't buy back if he's DC. Now the high ground siege. Tier 3 tower goes down, but there is a glyph Dakota. Maybe, just maybe, they can make the hold. There's the glyph. There's a Drake in the front lines doing the damage. Relax. Hook shot in. Force staff out. Under shock.
He's like the warden, putting him in jail right there.
Shadow Blade. RP. Can he find it? Can he find it? He's trying to line it up, but the split from LC is just too good. BKB's on. He finds Kaiser holding the RP as long as he can.
Position.
There's the skewer back. Shadow Fiend's on the high ground. Axmo comes out. Axes go a whirling, but Shadow Fiend lives to tell the tale. He's dropping the hammer all over their team. Magnus, Earthshaker, Lion, all dead. Axmo on the run. A fish is flopping around, but I feel like this is the end of DUZA Gaming. They're on their last leg. Fight breaking out in the bottom here as Oxen takes some big damage. Axmo throws out some whirling axes. They'll isolate the Clockwork. He falls, but their barracks mid shall fall as well. Spartan, TP's home.
Couple of stragglers, they're going to be taken care of. But
Okay.
That will be the return kill right there. Wicked sick for your troll.
Oh, gets a bash on Kaiser.
Stolen RP sets that up, I believe, and did that echo follow through? Kaiser.
Vidar is still alive, but the troll's dead. If only he could buy back, maybe they could make a hold. Manifest says, yeah, I'm done. GG, well played. A pretty good hold, given it was 4v5 at the end, but Madara walks away with a rampage. Sad ending. Yep, everyone's real sad. That's unfortunate. That is really, really unfortunate. That's a shitty way to win a game, but I mean, it's certainly not LC's fault. You can't blame them for sealing the deal at the end there, but very, very unfortunate.
Yep. Well, gotta get the hamster back on the wheel. Gotta get the potato warmed up. Whatever you gotta do, you gotta get your connection settled. These are big games, big opportunities, and well, unfortunately, DUZA will miss their opportunity for a game number 3 hope there. It's LC, the London Conspiracy squad that are going to get
Team
the
hailing
win.
from Greece. Well played. So our next series, man, 2 games in 3.5 hours-ish. Next
What a
series scheduled to
wonderful
start 15 minutes ago. It's Secret versus Moscow 5 up next. It was supposed to be Virtus Pro. Rumor is they've recently disbanded, even though we saw them play yesterday. So it's Moscow 5 versus Secret coming up next. See a little PGG Dota. That should be fun. Stick around, folks, because that should be coming up in a jiff. I'm Zyori. He's KotlGuy. Thanks for sticking with us through the pauses. We'll be back.
G2A.com, the best video game store ever! Fast as lightning! Solid as a rock! Cheap as duck! What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace! Remember G2A.com, the best video game store ever!